Doors!
Let's go.
What scene or moment really helped each of you understand your character and kind of crack them open?
In the end of season 1, where Carmi is in the Al-Anon meeting, Carmi gets to sort of verbalize the way that he's felt or he's feeling or that he hopes to feel in this really profound way.
That flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, you, watch this.
For an actor, you've got it all there. Like when someone's speaking so honestly to a group of strangers, it's like, oh, like that's really the truth. I had that monologue in my back pocket the entirety of the first season. We shot that scene on the very last day of filming. And whenever I was feeling a little bit lost or unsure about where Carmi was or how he should be feeling, I would take a look at that monologue, and it would really kind of like guide me.
And that was so exciting. And I just wanted him to know that. And I just wanted him to be like, good job.
When Sydney is getting a little bit hazed by everybody and she drops like the big like vat of veal stock and Marcus helps her. I think it's like one of the first moments where she realizes she doesn't actually have to do it alone and like she can be vulnerable. Like it's okay to be vulnerable. So I think a lot about that.
Just keep going.
For me, in season 2, the Christmas dinner, the fishes episode, that was so telling of Natalie's fixer role and her just desperate to make everything okay and constantly asking, are you okay?
Mom, are you sure you're good?
So I felt like that made everything prior make more sense to me, of desperate to get Carmi to a meeting, desperate to get him to deal with this trauma and deal with his emotions and not follow the same path that Mikey did.
A big part of the job is taking care of people.
Season 1, the potatoes.
It's great. Thank you, Chef.
Not realizing that that's what I needed specifically from you.
A nice one.
I think about the end of the pilot, the whole episode, Marcus, he's like trying to make bread and Carmi tells him how to do it and he's like resistant.
The oven's too dry. You need to fill a baking sheet with water, put it on the oven floor, throw in another batch, okay?
Don't tell me how to do my job.
Just do it.
And then he tries it and he comes to Carmi and says, he acknowledges like you were right and you could throw down, and he's like, he gives him that yes chef as a respect for the first time.
That's good. You see that difference?
Big time. Steam tray.
Yep.
You're right. Because that's like what kicks open the door for him. He's like, oh, okay, there's more to this. It sparks that curiosity where he's like, what is this? What can I do? Chef.
Fans loved Sydney's eating tour of Chicago. Is there a city that you'd love to do an eating tour of?
I would love to go on an eating tour in Japan. I mean, I know the yen's sort of having a tough moment right now. My Instagram algorithm's acting up a little bit, but I get a lot of videos of restaurants in Japan, and I'm like, I would love to eat there, yeah.
I've never been to Tokyo, but Tokyo is definitely a big one on my list.
Japan, I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. Maybe Spain or Portugal too. Get like some seafood, some Spanish food. Yeah.
Now that you mentioned Japan, and I just learned about the most Michelin stars in Japan, but also France. Yeah.
In the US, like Portland, Maine. I feel like I haven't really explored Savannah, the food scene down there.
We just got to shoot a little bit in Copenhagen, and it was pretty incredible. Maddie's he's got some juice in Copenhagen, and so at every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner was really incredible. I'd like to go back there as well.
Oh yeah. Copenhagen.
Everybody's got to come.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you ever been to Copenhagen? Carmi's been there before.
What's a fine dining etiquette rule that you think is a little bit too much?
Like if you're at a really nice place doing like a tasting menu thing, and you get up to go to the bathroom, they pick your napkin up and they put it back in place, and somebody kind of walks you to the bathroom, and it's all like very nice. But I think oftentimes when I'm in a restaurant like that, I want to feel a bit more comfortable, and it makes me feel like anxious to kind of be like watched over that much. And I know the intentions are good, and that's kind of like a me thing.
Are they judging what's on your napkin?
Right, yeah, like what's going on with the napkin, how long am I in the bathroom,
Yeah, this spoon thing, putting your spoon down on a plate, like to let people to let them know if you're done or not, that like freaks me out because I never remember which one it is. So yeah, that I think we can get rid of.
You want to fight about that?
Not really, no.
Tremendous.
One that I think is very popular in America, but I think in like outside of America, it's not really a thing. It's like no kids in restaurants. Like, and I'm just kind of like, let them in. If they can stay up or whatever, let them in. Maybe not all the time, but I don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
like, how else are they going to learn how to be outside? Like, I don't know. Sometimes they can go to Europe and you're just like, the kids aren't acting crazy in here.
Yeah.
Because they kind of know how to act in a restaurant. So maybe if we like let them in restaurants, they'll know how to act.
Yeah, it's like 10 p.m. They're just sitting at the table like an adult.
Yeah, drinking apple juice, all serious. Yeah, good kids.
Also eating what the adults eat.
Yes,
They're not
yes.
eating
They're not eating like chicken fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can like eat. They can like throw down. By the way, I'm eating chicken fingers, but that's not the point. It's not.
That's okay. I'm not judging you.
I don't know why you would. It's amazing. Everybody loves chicken fingers.
Yeah.